I I got a story. The story goes, um, I was living in this apartment complex and I was chilling with some some of my friends, and this is when hoverboards were really popular. Like, I'm talking everybody had one. So I'm chilling. I got a hoverboard, and uh one of my friends asks if they can ride it. I'm like, cool, you can ride it. And so they fall and they get hurt. Not bad, more like a scrape, but they didn't trust my hoverboard anymore. So uh, I was demonstrating what not to do because my other friend wanted to ride it. I believe that that one friend that got hurt was just riding too fast. So I start going really fast and I tell them, don't. I demonstrate. I say, don't go until it starts beeping. Okay then. Well, but I was demonstrating what not to do with the hoverboard, and so I start going really fast, so it starts beeping, and I'm chilling because I've done it multiple times, but then I go so fast that the wheels just stop. They stop. They just stop. No warning, no nothing. They just stop. And so I go flying because I'm going like 7 or 8 miles per hour on a hoverboard, mind you. I know that might not be that fast in a car, but on a hoverboard, you don't want to do that because dying, because it really just sucks. So I fall and I break my arm, and I could have sworn I was the patient of a gunshot wound as soon as we got into the hospital, cause oh my god, they they had, I don't know who, I think they had my mom sign some papers or something, and then immediately I saw like one person, one or two people come out and they start rushing me towards the back so they can get my arm. Like, they can't treat it. The hospital that we went to was like a more like a center, not more like a main downtown hospital. So they just put my arm in a splinter or something like that, and told us to go downtown because an ambulance ride would cost like a fortune, and we ain't got that money. Um, so we go. First, we stop by home. We go home first. Can't remember why. Oh, because when we're at the hospital, it takes forever. Everybody that's been to an American hospital should know that it takes forever. So, uh, we go home and grab our chargers for our phones, and so we go to the hospital. They they sit me once we get everything done. They sit me down, and they're like, you should be in a lot of pain right now. What's happening?" And I'm just like, I can't really feel it. Not because they gave me any anesthesia or something like that, but genuinely because, probably because of my adrenaline. Even though I don't think adrenaline can last that long, it just kind of happened. So um, I'm chilling, and I get in the room, and just in case I am just acting tough and it hurts a lot, they give me some sort of pain reliever. I don't know. It was like a liquid. I don't know. It was like an orange liquid, something like that. So, um, after they get me situated and everything, um, I they sit me down in this room, and they get two doctors, and I broke my left the small bone in my left arm and a growth plate in my wrist on my left arm. So, uh, they didn't do nothing about the growth plate, but they had to stick the actual the small bone back into place so it could heal. You know, so I'm chilling, and they put this really big needle straight into my arm. Like, I'm talking, I'm pretty sure I heard it scraping against my bone. But anyways, that was anesthesia that they just pumped into my arm, because I'm pretty sure that was like the fastest way to get it. So they get these two doctors in, and one grabs my thumb, and then one grabs the rest of my fingers. And so um the one doctor starts just they just really quickly just pull on my thumb, and I mean, it didn't hurt, but it felt really weird. And so um yeah. My mom had to walk out the room for that one. Alright, let me think of any more stories. uh I'm from Minnesota, right? And we have a lot of family up in Minnesota. So we we used to visit regularly before the pandemic, obviously. So this summer we brought our bikes round, and the cousins that we lived with, the cousin that we stayed with, lived on a really steep hill, and I don't know what they were doing. I think they were might have been repaving or something like that. But they had a bunch of pebbles on the ground, and I was kind of hesitant about riding my bike. But I was like, you know what? As long as I don't go that fast, I can, I can remain in control. So me and my sister are riding our bikes down this hill, and I tell her slow down because there's a turn coming up, and she's like, I'm trying. But she doesn't look like she is. She just looks like she's flying down the hill at a speed unimaginable. Well, no, it's imaginable. But just, you wouldn't want to go that fast on the terrain that we were on. So, she gets to the turn first, and you know how pebbles or any sort of things will, go to a kind of a curve, like that curve around that corner had a bunch of pebbles in it, like way more than the streets. And she goes to turn. It's still going really fast, mind you, and she just bite, but she her bike gives out, and then she just falls. So I'm rushing. I already know it's bad because it fell off going really fast, and like, what can you do? So I go back up the hill and tell my cousins that she fell off her bike. Now they weren't expecting what was happening. They just thought, oh, she just fell off her bike. So we go back down the hill, me and my cousins, and her entire leg is just bleeding, like real bad. So after that, she had to get like she had to get like 5 or 6 stitches, and she also had a bunch of pebbles inside of her knee, not like indented on her knee, like I'm talking inside the skin of her knee. Yeah, it probably really sucked for her. Alright. I think I'll tell one more story. I got this actually no, I'm not gonna tell that, purely for my editor's sake, or Preston, if you want to call him. I know he doesn't want to be called editor, because I actually don't know why, but still, he edits my videos. I mean, no, he edits the majority of my videos. Whenever I'm at his house, I'll have like maybe I'll record a couple videos and won't give them to him. I'll just keep them. And then when I get to his house, I'll just edit them myself. I don't want to feel completely useless. Alright. Um, dying. So, y'all ever had those friends that you think you're cool with, and so, alright, y'all ever had those friends that you're really cool with, and you think that you really, like, you're gonna be the best of friends? Yeah. Well, stupidly, oh my god. I stupidly, uh, stopped talking to a lot of my friends. And a lot of my friends were really cool with me, but I just didn't care. I stopped talking to everybody. So, um, I, not, I don't have that many friends purely because of that. And my editor can say from his own standpoint that this actually happened because he is one of my friends, and I still stopped talking to him. I don't know why. I think it's purely because I just didn't care. Oh no, not because I didn't care. It's because I cared too much. I didn't think any of my friends would care if I just stopped talking to them. So I stopped talking to them. Oh, there's another reason too. Because, over the pandemic, I also got, like, really antisocial. Like, I don't talk to people unless I have other people with me. Or no, I'm like an omnivert. I can be an extrovert and an introvert, depending on who I'm with. And I know a lot of people who are like that. They won't talk to random people if they're by themselves, but if I got a friend with me, yo, I'm gonna talk to everybody. And then, Preston, who is my editor, can say that I do that too, because we were, this was a month or two ago, and me and him I was at his house, and he has like this little creek behind his house, you know. So we it was like cold out, so the creek was frozen over. Uh, so this person, we were on the ice, and then we saw this person coming out onto the ice, and I was like, "Yo, was good." I mean, they didn't talk to me because they didn't like they probably just don't like strangers, but still, I when I'm around friends, I get really social. So, um, oh, this we were chilling on the ice. We were walking on it, and I fell in to the ice, waist deep. Like, I'm talking. I'm only 5 foot, 5'10", I think. I'm only 5'10", and I fell up to my waist, and I fell in, I fell in waist deep, and it was really fun, cause I don't know why it was fun. Of my video, I'm gonna mark this as the end, because I simply don't feel like telling any more stories. Alright, left off in a cave in front of the furnace. I gotta wait until my screen recording catches up with my Twitch, because ha 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 ha. Yeah, if you can't tell, my controller drags. Alright, peace.